Don't know where to begin. It's like my world's caving in, and I try but I can't control my fear. Where do I go from here? Sometimes it's so hard to pray when you feel so far away, but I am willing to go where you want me to. God, I trust you. There's a raging sea right in front of me, wants to pull me in, bring me to my knees. So let the waters rise if you want them to. I will follow you, I will follow you. I will follow you. I will swim in the deep, 'cause you'll be next to me. You're in the eye of the storm and the calm of the sea. You're never out of reach. God, you know where I've been, and you were there with me then. You were faithful before, you'll be faithful again. I'm holding your hand. There's a raging sea right in front of me, wants to pull me in, bring me to my knees. So let the waters rise if you want them to. I will follow you, I will follow you. I will follow you. God, your love is enough. You will pull me through. I'm holding on to you. God, your love is enough. I will follow you. I will follow you. There's a raging sea right in front of me, wants to pull me in, bring me to my.
Hello, my name is Charles Whaley. I'm the pastor for the Christian Youth Foundation. The Christian Youth Foundation is sponsoring 2 programs for community outreach. The first program is called How Christians Overcome Bad Habits and Addictions. This program defines not only the causes for the addictions, but also the solution. We have a chart, I would like for you to look at it with me, that describes how a bad habit can lead to the worst stage, which is paranoia. A bad habit, and the definition that we use, is a practice or regular use of something that draws you away from God. And that is rated as just bad, just that, a bad habit. But that leads into what is known as an addiction. An addiction is a dominant or compulsive need. And that rating moves you down a little step further to very bad. And the addiction goes to another area called obsession. The domination of one's thoughts or feelings by a persistent idea, image, or desire. The last stage, which is the worst, is paranoia. That is defined as fear mixed with delusion. As you can understand, and as you can clearly see, a bad habit that leads into an addiction can cause a person to be totally lost and not have any way out that they know of. Let's look at what bad habits and addictions are. bad habits and addictions are weights. Some think addictions only weigh down the addict. A father with an addiction can cause a family to be burdened and weighed down financially. Also, a child, a son or daughter with an addiction can cause an overwhelming weight on the mother and father as far as concern for their welfare. So we see the addiction is not only limited to the one that is addicted. God tells us to lay aside every weight and sin, which so easily besets us. Hebrews 12:1. If you have a bad habit or addiction, you must overcome 3 areas. 1, know when you are carrying a weight. Most people do not realize they are carrying a weight until it gets too heavy. Number 2, know how to lay the weight aside. Sometimes God has to move you from side to side or even back you up so that you can unharness from the weight. Number 3, learn not to return to pick the weight up again. The weight is heavy, but the pleasure thereof, or the fear of loss in another area, can cause you to desire to return again to a useless burden. As you look at the problems an addiction can cause, you can see the need, whether it's a family member or whether it is a neighbor or a friend, for a program that is able to move them into an area of absolute and total deliverance. Let's look at the second program. The second program is called SHOP. Now, this program is actually designed to help you guarantee your child's education. Yes, the word guarantee is true, as you will see, but let's look at the problem that is facing us today. Education. More than 40% of all parents who save money and invest time to have their children graduate from college are actually wasting money and time. For you see, it's already been established that in high schools and colleges, there's a 40% dropout rate. Not only that, those that graduate from college still have not achieved the success of a job. A recent survey of approximately 200,000 students entering college gives a grim report of present and future failure of college students. SHOP, which stands for School, Hope, Opportunity, and Progress, is a program that will help your child succeed in college and in life. Age is not a factor. Even if your child is at a standstill, the SHOP program will put them back on course. One of the keys to success in the SHOP program is really understanding the word train, or understanding training. God tells us, and this moves into the area where you have the guarantee, to train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Proverbs 22:6. But there are requirements that somehow we have seen in the past to miss, but let's just look at what the requirements are. Number 1, you must know the Word of God is absolute. Number 2, know what the word train means to you and to your child. Number 3, the key words to success with God are the way. We're to train our child up in the way. Most of us at first think that the way is an area that is pointed out sometime in the future for a child to go. But what God actually means is the way is already established, and for us to bring our children into the way and then train them in that way, that they will continue to follow that way for the rest of their life. That is the guarantee. Number 4, you will need help from start to finish. A lot of times we feel if the child's doing good, that fine, we're okay. But from start to finish, and finish is the success of a job. Number 5, this is obvious, but a child is not in the right way, then he or she is in the wrong way. Know how to pray them out. We have discussed briefly 2 programs. Both of them are available to you through the Christian Youth Foundation. Certainly the education of your child is of great concern, and the guarantees that have been set forth are the answer to your problem. Thank you.